in their quote number, put in their description, whatever that might be, and I can put in their price. Now what this is going to do is going to take it from that catalog. Next thing I can do here is I can come in here and choose my products, put in, like a top, put in a type of description. Let's say it's a granite, and we want to put in Uba tuba, and we want to put $2,000 in that price. You can actually add the cost of your items into the pricing of so you have the pricing in the program. So you can see it's very easy to do. You have plan items, everything that's in the plan. Non-plan items, everything that's in the plan that's not, everything that's in the design but not in the actual plan, but you want it priced, and then additional products. So you can see it's very easy to do that way. Now let's say we're ready to go ahead and set up the pricing for this particular job here. I'm going to go into what we call global specifications. I'm going to click here, and what we do here, this is set up differently for every manufacturer because it is very manufacturer specific. What I'm going to do here, in this case, I'm going to click on my door style. When I click on a door style, it actually shows me the door style on the side here. So you always know which door you're choosing. So I'm coming here, let me just go ahead and choose like that Savannah door. What I do here is I double click on here, it brings that information over. Now it gives me the different options I have available for that door. In this case I'll go international option, we'll go no door fronts. Now this is very nice here. If I click on cherry, what it does, it only brings up the finishes that are available in cherry, and it shows me the finishes over here on the side. Now if I go into maple, it brings up a completely different set of parameters for maple because obviously they only offer maple in certain colors. I'll click on sage green here. I can add distressing on the door. I can do the soft door closers. I'm not going to do any finger routes or beveled edges. We'll do the upgrade on here, and I'm not going to do any hardware from the manufacturer. So you can see it's very easy to set the manufacturer specifications up. What this did, it set up the pricing as well as the 3D view in this particular case. It sets up the color in the 3D view. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and show you the reports. We're almost done here. I'm going to click on my manufacturer report. If you notice, it brought this information over we had previously set up. So it's telling me my shipping information, my information here. I can put in the account number, whatever that might be. I can put in my dealer multiplier. I'm going to say it's a 0.25. I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to say it's 0.25. I can tell it that I want it to be shipped on their own trucks. I can put any additional charges in here. On the addresses, I could actually change it from a dealer address to a customer address, depending on where I want it shipped to, depending on how your manufacturer is set up. And then I can put in any special instructions to the manufacturer here. Now, as soon as I click on OK, what this does, it creates a report that is on the manufacturer's paperwork. So this is specific for every manufacturer. What I can do now is I can simply scan through the pages of the report, and it gives me my bottom line price here for the information I based, that I priced this in here. Now, what you could do is you could either print this out and fax it to your manufacturer, or I could actually save this by clicking on the save button. I could save this as a PDF and actually email this into my manufacturer if your manufacturer allows you to do that with the program. Obviously, you can also print it. So that's one report you can do. The next report we have is our customer report. This is where you can actually create a report that's for your customer. What I can do here is I click on my Show Place Cabinetry. This is the information that it defaults to. But once I reset this and I click on View Report, it's going to pull this information up every time. So let's say I have a 6% tax and I have $250 on my design charge. And let's say that's taxable. Let's say my shipping is going to be $250 and it's a dollar amount. And I want to do my installation at $50 per cabinet. And I'm going to give them a 50% discount off of list in this case. Now what I can do here is I know a lot of people will do their installation either by the box or by the job. If you do it by the box, you type in the box price here. If you do it by the job, you leave this at 0. You click on your pricing tab here, and what it does, in this case, it shows $50 per cabinet. If I had this all set at 0, you can simply come in here, double-click on an item, and change one item to $1,000, or whatever that might be. You can also come in here and specify each one. Let's say that this cabinet is going to be $100 on my box price because I'm going to do it as 2 boxes. So I can come in here and actually specify exactly what I want. Like on this molding here, I could come in here on this CCM molding, double click here, and I could call this $16.12. It's actually going to do 3 times $16.12. So you have complete access to what you want to price this as. On the Include tab, you can actually include your logo on the design. You can put a page header, page footer, and then project settings are kind of the last chance to save your project settings. Now I can click on View Report, and what this does, it creates a report that's going to have your logo right here, has all the information we've entered in here, including that thank you we put in the first part of the design. The next page is going to show you exactly what you're showing, you're selling to this customer. The next page here is going to show you exactly what cabinets you're selling to this customer. And then the very last page here is going to give you your breakdown of your catalog, what you're selling to this catalog. If you had multiple catalogs, multiple cabinets, or multiple catalogs from the same manufacturer, it's going to give you a breakdown like this of everything, and then the very last page is going to add all that together for you. So it's a very nice setup with that. The last report I'm going to show you is what we call a multi-quote. The multi-quote is a report to where you can quote up to 5 door styles side by side on the same page. I'm going to go ahead and quote 2. So I'm going to click here. If you notice, it holds the information we had from the previous report. If I go into 2, I can actually change this information. I'm just going to change it into something else just to have, I have no idea what I'm choosing, but I'm just going to throw some stuff in here. Just so I can have everything checked off. You have to make sure everything that's clicked, it has to be checked off to here. So now that I have also all checked off, I can click on View Report. What this does, it gives me the same first page. The next page is going to give me a breakdown of your cabinet side by side. So you can see a complete breakdown. Next page is going to go ahead and show me my boxes side by side. And the very last page is going to show you your 2 quotes side by side. You can do up to 5 quotes side by side out of the same catalog. So again, it's very easy to do that. I'm going to show you a couple more features we've added into 3.0. The first one is going to be a cathedral ceiling. We've had people ask about that. I'm going to go ahead and go in here into my architectural elements. Come down here to my architectural elements here. I'm going to go into my ceilings, and I have a cathedral wall cap. What I can do on this here is I can simply drag it over to my design, place this wall cap here, and drag this out like this. Now I have a cathedral wall cap on here, but I need to change my specifications of it. I'm going to right click on the cathedral wall top, come down to my attributes, and I can tell it that the wall width is 123, so I want that wall width that way. My depth is 4.5, so it matches up the depth of the wall here. Let's say I want my left offset, my offset from this point to where the angle is. Let's say I want that to be at 54 inches. I want my ceiling length, which is the length from here out to here. I can change that length. I'm going to go ahead and make it 64.5 in this case. And my peak height, I'm going to go ahead and make it at 36 inches. Now I can also change my direction. Let's say I want this wall, right now it's going to the right because it's going this direction. It's the right of the wall this way. If I change it to left, it's going to go out this way. So in case you're doing a cathedral wall out in the middle of the room, you can do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now I have a cathedral wall in that design. Some of the other things we can do is I'm going to go up to my elevation view here. Click on my elevation here. I'm going to go ahead and add in, on wall 1, because it's very easy to do, I'm going to add in a backsplash right here. To do that, I'm going to go into my user shape, go to my wall user shape, and just drag it out to my design. If you notice, I can move this wall user shape anywhere I want. I can just place it right here. I can right-click on it, go to Edit, and I can actually drag this wall user shape exactly where I want to place it. Okay, now what I can do here is I can simply double-click on the wall user shape and add a texture to it. Let's say I want to add in a tile splash on there. I'm just going to throw in one of these nice glass tiles we have, like that one. So I'm going to add that into there. So now that's going to put a user shape here, or a backsplash on that wall that's going to show you the color of that, of what we chose. The next thing I can do is on the user shape, we have a floor user shape. Let's say I had a column out here in the middle here. What I can do is I can double click here and I can actually set up a 9 by, let's say it's a 9 by 6 column that's going to be 108 inches high. I can do the texture here, and I can actually match this to my catalog, which means I can match it to the Showplace cabinetry this way. So now it's going to be that sage color. And now I can take this user shape and simply move it out right to